What up my nerds, I'm Riccardo the Roleplay Gamer and I like to party. Welcome back to Stellaris. Let's groove to this music for a moment. Oh, it's dank. Anyway, we've got an anomaly here. So just I wanted you to be aware of that. That's what popped up last episode and I had to dismiss it. Anyway, so let's get into this situation. So we don't have to worry about that just yet. The science ship should deal with that, I believe. We're in Sasson, if you will. If it, yeah, that'll be fine, that'll be fine. He'll probably pick it up beforehand anyway, and it won't be a problem. Alrighty, let's unpause this situation. So what did we say last episode? I had to watch back a little bit, because it's been like 5 days or so, probably more, probably a lot more since I recorded anything Stellaris related, but it's good to be back. This game, it hooks me every time I open it up. So we haven't got any way really to colonize, at least not in the immediate area. I honestly don't know if it's even beneficial to colonize away from our main empire. I do see, you know, the AI do it. I do see that happen. Is that a good indication that it's something that we can do? No, because we can't trust that the AI is making the right moves here. But in any case, for the moment, at the very least, we're going to focus on our 3 core systems, which is an interesting way to swing it, I think. We got, hang on, 3? Oh, that doesn't include the main capital? Okay. So we're actually under our core system limit. It feels bad, man. So we really need to focus on military and just either conquering someone, taking their worlds, or pulling them in as a protectorate and eventually a vassal. That'd be fantastic. We have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Tuban system. These strange objects have been flagged as Lambda Menace. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Excellent. Let's see where the shit they are. Okay, so they're probably, yeah, like space whales. I imagine they're probably fairly docile, so we don't have to worry about them. Our Dominator fleet is on the way home here, battered and bruised. We also need to get our, let's have a look at our research situation. Are we researching destroyers? This is what I need to know. I don't think we have destroyers available yet. Still got corvettes, yeah. So hopefully soon we get the ability to scoop up some destroyers all up in here. Let's check the Oxenac spaceport. Okay, so we're at level 2. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we need the destroyers technology to go to level 3. We also desperately need power. Like we're like straight out of power. Not out of power, but you know what I mean. Our power drain is obscene. So we're going to get a little bit of a boost over here once this pop matures. I said that in a very moist way, and it appealed to me at a very personal and erotic level. We also could use the deep crust engineering, climate control network. We haven't got those yet. We are working on climate control networks, so we will be able to get to a point where we can utilize these 2 energy squares. But, you know, make no mistake, keep in mind that if all else fails and we need to like destroy a mineral resource square or something, or food or something, to put a power plant in its place, we can do that. We don't have to respect the tile, I suppose, resource here. We don't have to do that. We can spread out and be a little bit cheeky. So I think I will upgrade one of our farms at the very least, because we're breaking even on food right now. We're probably, yeah, I figured we had like a decimal point income there. It's just this energy. So while this is paused, let me just have a quick scope of the situation. We really don't have anywhere to build, do we? I mean, Mira is so close to our borders, but I don't see that coming in anytime soon. It turns out it wasn't paused, never mind. don't mind me, we're fine. Okay, observing the massive asteroid T-AT, we have found something. Further investigation is warranted. Let's have a look at this. So where's that? That's just a regular old asteroid. Okay. So let's research that situation. We do have another anomaly up here, I believe. Efforts to map the surface of this planet have identified a strange mountain formation in the southern hemisphere. It does not appear to have formed naturally. That's fascinating. I want to know what that's about, because if we're looking at some sort of anything the technology that can make mountains, we can use against our enemies, right? Weapons, cash, resources, anything we can get our hands on is something I want. So at the moment, I'm hesitant to just go off willy-nilly building more ships because of our power situation. We might just have to bite the bullet and say, frontier outpost. So at the moment, I'm on the lookout for any system or just like cluster of systems that have just a whole shed load of power. There's not a lot. I mean, I suppose there's this area. We might be able to get away with putting a frontier outpost here and hoping that it's going to connect up through here. What's our other alternative? Oh god, we could try exploring. I mean, it's possible that we've still... it's possible we've come across places... We've just like maybe missed a system and there's a colonizable planet in here somewhere. It's unlikely, but possible, I thought we'd covered almost everything. Deep within a crevasse of the giant asteroid T-AT, we have found something astonishing. I like where this is going. There is mining gear attached to the rock, digging itself into the vast depth of the asteroid. It stands abandoned, with no sign of who placed it there. If we can stop the machine, we might be able to learn something about the technology used to build it, but we must hurry before the random debris crushes it. Okay, try and stop the machine, or scrap it for material. Ooh, listen. We're not the Slyth. The Slyth are destructive, but they're not stupid, They're not a plague on the galaxy that just rip the flesh and salt the wound. That's not what they're about. They're calculating. So we do want this technology, and we're going to try and stop the machine to get it. Alright, so do we have any ships? As soon as this fleet is ready, let's go. I suppose I want to prioritize systems that have low intel, because that, I think, assumes that we don't have, that we haven't even been there, so there still could be colonizable planets. Gigantic skeleton, oh baby, here we go. What was previously thought to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Saturn II have been identified as the massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien life form. I want it. The bones have been dated as 3.4 billion years old. 3 billion. But our scientists have ruled out that Saturn II could have supported life on that scale at any point in the planet's history. Science Officer von Viss has prepared a special research project to delve further into this mystery. Listen, this could be useful, because I want the technology. Look, if this thing came there on a ship, I want the technology that built that, I understand that that's probably not a thing within the mechanics of the game, but, from a roleplay perspective. Okay, how are we going? So, let's move over here. I know we've also got... There we go. Avior system is low intel. And now I recall the Avior system. I feel like we might have been here already, but maybe not. So we know there are planets there. We just don't know what they're about. So it could still be useful to travel over there. Just any system with low intel, so we can hopefully hope against hope that maybe we'll get a colonizable system. If all else fails, that's potentially habitable. I mean, we can colonize it, it's just not going to be great living. In the Sitular system, it's doable. Okay. That'll be fine. While in command of First Dominator Fleet, Admiral von Mikon has learned to carefully nurse her supplies to significantly reduce ship operating costs across the board. Yes! Yes! That's what I want. That's fantastic. Okay. I feel like maybe we're on the verge of a beautiful discovery here. Maybe. Because we need... Oh, God. We have been a little bit unlucky. I will say that. I don't want to blame the game, but we've been a little bit unlucky. And it's up to us to manage that luck, right? So, that needs to be surveyed. So does is that what it's called? Situla? Yeah? Situla and, Powo need to be surveyed, because I want to know what those planets are like. Not ideal conditions, but it might have to happen. We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanate... Come on, dude. Come on. Oh, God. I accidentally hit my DPI. Get over here. Okay, we briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. That's no moon. That's a space station. Alright. Where's that? While we're there, let's do it. Okay, Lazavata mercantile guilds entered into a defensive pact with Verksak Stellar Block. Verksak Stellar Block. See? Fuck. Essentially. Shit. Okay. This is really not good. To have these two guys potentially against us, and I think it's pretty clear that's where it's leading. I'm grateful to see that Mira is, in fact, now within our borders, so we can absolutely scoop those resources up. That's fantastic. We need all the help we can get. Okay, no. So first, right. We've got our borders have expanded, so let's go, in both cases, let's grab the energy first, and then we'll focus on the minerals. Our minerals are actually doing really, really well right now, so we don't have to worry about that. It's still not going to be enough, but anything to ease the burden, because we are actually almost out of energy. Almost. So, how are we going here? Let's have a look at our surface situation. We can clear this sort of stuff. We can do it, and we... Let me think. We haven't got the population, though. That's... Let's clear it. Let's clear one of them so that a pop can grow there. And then we might have to sacrifice those resources in order to put down some power. We might have to bite the bullet on this one. Also, keep in mind that a lot of our power is being sucked. 8 power, in fact, is being sucked dry from the colonization process, which... We're still not in a good position power-wise, but it's going to alleviate soonish, which is alright. We could not stop the rampaging drill before it was too late. It dug too deep and was eventually crushed under the weight of rocky detritus? Its own creation. Okay, at least we get like half the minerals. That's still pretty darn good. The magnetic field of Carburos 1B experienced a complete reversal while it was being observed by the SSI Jal Imakun. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the moon's magnetic poles. Unfortunately, it was all recorded by the sensors. Sorry, fortunately, you can tell I'm a cynic. Was all recorded by the sensor. Yeah, okay. Provide our scientists with a lot of valuable information. Good. Okay, that's fantastic. So what's that done? It's just finished our research, which is beautiful. New research. Actually, we won't pause. We'll just slow things down there. Solar panel network. Lifesaver. We're doing it. We're doing it. The Slyth Star Imperium is saved. Our survey was has uncovered something that can only be described by the science team as mystical. Oh, is it the Force, baby? Is it the Force? We would need to investigate the phenomenon in more detail to unshroud this mystery. I need to know where it is, and I need to know if it's the Force. Okay. Yes, because if it's the Force, I'm there. I'm done and dusted. Alrighty. How's our Dominator fleet going? We're under attack in Avior. Oh god. The space whales are not happy with us? So great. Alright. Yeah, alright. That's a problem. They're fucked. Alright. What a waste of a ship. That's okay, that's okay. So, soon we're going to get a solar panel network, and it's going to be fine. I hope. And our colonization will be done. We'll also have... Actually, I think we're out of the woods, because we're going to... 12 minus 8 is 4. So we're actually going to end up... Once these two energy mines are built, we're going to have +1 energy income, which is enough to save us. I think among the asteroids around YZ9-1138, a tree is drifting through the emptiness of space. An unprecedented and highly unlikely event. The tree is surrounded in a protective bubble, reminiscent of an energy shield. Suddenly, we detect some hostile space dwellers on approach. This coincides with some sap leaking through the tree shield while we collected sand. Okay. Could have agitated the creatures. So where's this going on? Slow down. The space whales again? Was that... The galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about a war between the Slyth Star Imperium and the... Hang on, what are these guys sound like? The Slyth Star Imperium. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's right, I was sort of Zoidberging. Whoa, 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 whoa. And the Great and Bountiful Empire of the Squid. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Suddenly entering into a non... Okay, so just entering into a non-aggression pact to mutually secure peace. Listen. Okay, alright. We need to do it. We need to do it to secure our safety. If we can get a defensive pact with them, maybe all the better, because I'm not liking the look of the Verksak stellar block and the Lozavata mercantile guilds. So we're going to agree to that. You know, we're of similar mind there. So. While I think it's the Slyth Star Imperium, for the moment, I think we can accept maybe these guys are at least... This is not a xenophobe way to think, really, but means to an end. They serve a purpose for the moment. We've received a transmission from the independent space station of the Zura Corp. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Okay. Tree people. Okay. Welcome to Zura. We have no. I'm terrible. I'm terrible with alien voices. I am. What does a plant sound like? I don't know. I don't know. My feeble human mind can't comprehend of such a thing. We are a business conglomerate operating out of the Rabinox system, specializing in the trade of minerals and energy. I may need somebody. The very building blocks of civilization, as we like to say here at Zuracorp. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you're interested in making a good deal. I'm interested in making a bad deal. What do you think about that? So where are they located? Hang on. Where are they located again? The asteroid PX-4-784 is emitting some form of radiation in controlled burst. Is something trying to communicate with us? Rebels? Look, if it's rebels, we're going for it. Okay. We've got some research that needs doing. I think we need to do deep crust engineering so we can get rid of those tile blockers. So we do have the technology. No, we don't. Well, we haven't got the resources. We have the technology, but not the resources. But we can upgrade some energy buildings. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, how are we going for these? All right, look. Almost there. Almost there. Sorting out these issues, then we can finally build our army. So I think maybe in anticipation of this getting fixed, I think I'm okay building some more. At least to our cap, you know. I don't ever want to go over the cap, because then it's absurd, because it's far too inefficient. We're not gonna really do anything with that fleet. But I want to build this shit up. A scan of the particularly massive asteroid PX-4-784 yields fascinating results. The rock's core is shot through with a network of conductive crystals carrying a weak electrical charge. The crew on the SS Poinan recognize this matrix as a primitive neural lattice and believe the celestial body to be thinking in some capacity, if not fully sentient. They seek permission to excavate the core and transport it to the nearest orbital station for closer study. Let's excavate the core. I think the, you know, xenophobic, no respect for life, you know, military advancement at all cost sort of way to go about this is to tear out its brain and bring it back to our to our home. The core of PX-4-784, once coaxed from beneath the crust of the asteroid, does not respond well to the vacuum of space. The SS Poinan instruments read a sudden energy spike moments before the rocky lump gently but decisively fractures. Large chunks of the conductive material are salvaged, but whatever spectral charge animated them is now gone. Now, I wonder, at least we get a whole bunch of energy from that, so that's really handy because we need it right now. I wonder if that happens that way every time, because I've never seen it go, you know, the other way. I've never seen that work. So I wonder if it's a dice roll or what. After days of activities that can best be termed fiddling, sounds like my Friday night, Science Officer Fonvis has retrieved the Doctrine of the Undaunted, a textile scroll coated with a sturdy plastic polymer. Fascinating. Fascinating. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking for habitable worlds. Alright. Yes. Oh, I need a drink. Listen! I'm a little bit dry. The water was cut off this morning. Not good. Water main burst. It's not like, hey, listen, pay your bills. Thankfully. But, yeah, no water. It doesn't feel good. I hate it. I hate not having water. I need it. I never knew how much I needed it. Inexplicable optical phenomena play across the surface of Lithia 4A, clearly visible from space. We can hold off for now, I think. Leave it for now. That doesn't sound like it's got any military application. Alright, how's our fleet going over here? The Alien Menace? Okay, so we've got a potentially habitable system up there. How are we going here? I want that surveyed. I need it surveyed. Looks like we've got a bunch of research it needs doing. Destroyers. It's happening. We need to do it. Colony development speed and colony ship build cost reduced. We're doing it. We're doing it. It needs to happen. Alright. So we've got two potentially colonizable systems over there, which is probably my preference because it looks like they're a little bit closer and we can link up. That's fine. Our only issue there is we're probably going to have border conflict with the Great and Bountiful Empire of the Squid. Admiral von Mikon died when the... Oh no! SS Jalokar was destroyed! Did we just lose our entire fleet and I didn't even realize? I thought we were evading. No! Our beautiful fleet! Oh god, no! Those fucking space whales! Listen, all death to the... death to the space rail. Rail. Wow. I've completely lost the plot now. Oh, that was bad. Oh god, no. How have I let this happen? Listen. Can we go the situation log and have those guys researched? Which one are they? Oh god, I need those tile blockers, but let's get them done God. Not good. How are we going over here? See, not great. Happiness. We need Slyth over there too, so let's... How do we do this shit? I think we go to Oxenac or Bila Prime. Okay, this guy... No, we can't move him just yet. Okay, we're going to swap these guys, and I am going to resettle to Bartazek Prime. Move over there. Yeah, yeah. Because we cannot allow the Slyth to be enslaved here. Yeah, that's alright. That'll work for us. Okay. We're now in the positive. Barely. Plus 0.94 energy income. That's okay. We need things to be... We need system surveys done, though. I think we just need to prioritize these ones. Ooh. Yeah. We'll get there. Okay. Okay. Let's speed up here. Let's get this done. Reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago. Eons ago, and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, the drones possess powerful mining lasers and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile, overtures towards the Slyth vessels when approached. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the Slyth Star Imperium. Yes, so let's see what they are made of. Establish a listing post on Oxenac? Where are the drones? I think... let's do a listing post. Let's do it. Let's keep an eye on them. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Slyth Star Imperium. Led by Imperator Zia, they call themselves the Loyal Citizenry Group. That's interesting. So... The actual leader of the entire empire has set up a faction within the empire to serve his own interests. Their members have been pushing hard for an extreme centralization of political and military power. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could prove useful. Okay, listen, so if it's if it's actually the emperor, the imperator himself that's all about this faction, we probably need to support it. We can afford to, but maybe not yet, because it's going to use a lot of shit. At least we're getting influence from them because they're really happy about us. So what do we got? Star charts? We're going. Let's do it. Let's trade star charts here because maybe we can get some information on colonizable worlds. There's potentially one down there. I mean, yeah, it's not too bad because we're on the border of habitability here. Do we get an idea of what this is about? Okay, it's what kind of system? It's an alpine world, so I mean it's still cold. We prefer Arctic, so I mean that's certainly it's doable. This is a small, looks like maybe an alpine or a tundra world. Again, still cold. Let's do it. Yeah. We need it. Pazuno needs to be colonized. So we're going to colonize from base cost, and it's what? I don't understand what that 60% is. Is that the discount or something? Maybe it's possible. Okay, so let's get let's get a Slyth over there. The only issue is from Bila Prime. What does that look like in terms of... We only have one Slyth there. Assuming it actually takes, you know? Alright, so let's take from Oxenac. We haven't really got a lot of citizens. I'm kind of glad we didn't take slow breeders. It would have been interesting, but I'm sort of glad we didn't. Alternatively, I mean, I suppose we could colonize with the Regarians. Yeah. No, we'll take a Slyth. And then we'll bring in the Regarians afterwards. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And we'll just put it in here. Pozuno Prime. Alright, so listen, I'm just going to scooch over to my dank internet browser over here. And let's go find a patron. Let's go find a patron that doesn't have a system yet. We've got Bila, we've got Bartozek. Who else? Who else needs a system? Boardman, the Boardman system, yeah. Oh, I like that. Boardman Prime. Or Boardman HQ, because it's sort of like, it sounds corporate. It's like a corporate mining outpost. I love it. So that's what we're going to do there. That's fantastic. Okay, so there's our little colony ship being built. Building away. We've got science ships not doing sweet FA over here. Let's survey a few systems. Well, we got a lot of construction ships. Where'd that one even come from? I didn't even realize we had that. It's alright. We've got a science ship actually missing in action. Do we have a... What's this? Tundra? Another Tundra world? Yeah, see, I mean... It could be better. Could be better. Could be worse. So, now that we've got the energy, let's wreck some shit, right? So let's clear the massive glacier, and we can put that growing Slyth population on there, and it should be fine. You know, let's really get this energy situation fixed up. You know, we're researching destroyers. Things are in motion. It's alright, let's build. Not energy grid, can we just do a power plant? Yeah. Okay. Merge the fleet. The second Dominator. Beautiful. Research. What's next? Oh, no. I was excited for a second. I thought that was destroyers. No. Improve deflectors. Assist research. Let's do it, because we really want to dominate with research if we can, right? So how are we going in terms of all that? We're still equivalent to these guys, so bright side, at least we're not falling behind, you know? These guys are superior in naval capacity only. In their capacity, they're superior, but their actual fleet power is still not great. So, I don't know. Maybe our ships are just better. Maybe they haven't built that many of them yet. But, you know, considering our fleet is kind of balked and crippled right now, you know, that's an issue. I mean, where's all this going? Ship maintenance? Monthly gain? Our credits are gone again. We are building a lot, though. So, you know... This is suddenly gotten a little bit difficult. That hasn't been, you know, sorted out yet. Neither has that. Lost science ships not doing a whole lot. We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet rather. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. Where is it? I need to know, because at the moment I'm tentative on doing more research, though. We got so many science ships just not doing much. I think we can afford a little bit of leeway with our research there. In terms of colony ship, we're getting there. Let's speed shit up, and I want to at least see that colony kind of sorted out. And then we can maybe rename the system. Yep. The the magnetic field of Sathama, it's like Samantha backwards, very confusing. Sathama 2 experienced a complete reversal. So same deal? What's going on here? Another complete reversal of the poles? What have we got? We've got unemployed. Who is unemployed? Oh, because there's nothing there. Okay, so do we build like energy grids produce some energy credits on their own, but more importantly increase the overall energy credit output of the planet. I might do that. Yeah, because we actually have a, you know, a decent amount of energy production there anyway. I don't know if I'll put a Rigerian on it though. We'll see how we go. I'll see how I feel once it's built, you know. So, new research, terraforming. Now, this could work for me. Because this could allow us to turn those tundra planets into proper Arctic worlds, and that would be perfect for us. Then they wouldn't be yellow anymore, you know. Other propaganda is very tempting, but let's do terraforming. And we've got another thing here, fusion. Automatic exploration sounds useful as well, so we can just forget about that because we're going to micromanage like all those ships now. Yeah, let's do automatic exploration. It's just a convenience thing for my own sake. It's not necessary because we can pause and just do things on our own. I'm aware of that, but that's all done. So now, what was it? Boardman, the Boardman system. Boardman HQ. This is happening. This is happening. And the beauty of this situation is we can now take advantage of that in terms of energy. And hopefully we can start getting this energy situation well under control. I thought we had it under control. But, you know, time makes fools of us all, apparently. And on that note... let's wait for this energy grid thing to be done. So why is that Chattel I don't know, I don't understand what that word is. Rivalry. So we've got a rivalry between the Great and Bountiful Empire of the Squid and the Versac. Or Versac? I prefer to say Versac though. It's got a nice, you know, a little bit of je ne sais quoi to it. The Stellar Block, they're not happy with each other, and I appreciate that, because the Great and Bountiful Empire of the Squid, for the moment, they're on our side until we, you know, pull them into our grand, vast Stellar Imperium, you know, if at all possible. I think I'm going to switch these. Yeah. And we'll end up putting... Oh god, hang on. Is there a Slyth on anything I don't want a Slyth on? No, there's not. Oh, you know what I will do? I'm going to resettle this guy over to... Bartazek Prime? No. No, we're going to put him over... We're going to take him over to Boardman HQ. We can't yet. Whoops. Don't worry about that. It's alright, I'm just pressing all the buttons like a lab rat on amphetamines. Mucking up the recording, don't you even worry about it, it's fine. Yes, I mean, once Boardman HQ is good to go, and it's getting there, we're at 50%, it's actually, that's producing fairly quickly. I kind of just want to see it done, you know. Food is not looking great, but we have the technology, we can solve that issue. So let's do that. Hold on, we would not want to drag your people into a conflict, but it is clear that we would benefit from joining together against possible threats. Okay, listen, so they want a defensive pact, and that's going to cost us influence, but we have a surplus of influence right now, so I'm willing to do that, because they're helping us, you know. So alright, what I'm thinking is, if they end up going to war with a Versac Stellar Block, then we're going to let them duke it out. We're going to mop up the Stellar Block at the last minute, and then we're going to declare war on the Great and Bountiful Empire of the Squid when they're weakened, hopefully, and take them over that way, if at all possible, you know what I'm saying? But for the moment, if we can somehow weasel our way into getting, you know, a piece of the pie, so to speak, if together we take out the Verksak stellar block, if we can get a piece of that pie, I'll be happy. You know, because we need worlds. You know, we do have terraforming in the works. It's getting there. So one day we'll be able to sort out that whole issue and we will have worlds. But in the short term, I want Boardman HQ under our control. I need that section of space. I need that, and I need the energy over here, and things are starting to make sense. We're starting to look alright. The imminent threat here is the goddamn, what we got, a mining fleet, or is that, are these it's the how you say, space aliens? Okay, so I've got a mining situation there. That's what's going on. Listen to me. Yes. Okay, so was a Oxenac. Yeah, we're going to resettle this pop over to Boardman HQ. We're going to put them in a mining situation. Resettle those bastards. We're going to go to Boardman HQ and we're going to move these guys to power because when I say I don't want any Slyth enslaved here. You know, they're the better people. We're okay. Right, don't worry about it. So, suddenly, finally, we have too many worlds. And this is something we're going to have to deal with by building... Oh, God. What do we... how do we... Hang on. I'm a little bit confused concerning that number. It's like it slipped in another... I thought it was 2 out of 3 from at the start of the episode. Anyway, don't mind me. So, oh, that was... Yeah, okay. So that's because Bartizek Prime hadn't completed yet. Alright, we're all good. We're all good. Don't worry about it. So, I think we're going to... I mean, it's a tough call, right? So we need a sector somewhere. And that's, for those of you who don't know, it's basically locking off a planet and some sectors attached to it if we want to be controlled by the computer, by a governor or something. And we have no control over what happens on the surface, essentially. So we lose control of that. Which is really cool for the sake of, you know, eliminating micromanagement. But if we do want that fine control, we've got to do that before we turn it into a sector. So ideally, I would like to turn Boardman into the core of its own sector. And maybe we focus on energy production here, considering we've got this and this here. That'd be pretty cool. You know, we've got a lot of energy there that we can take advantage of. But we need to fill this up first, and we need to we need a Slyth each on each one of these little power plots here, these energy plots, because I want them and I need them. And if it's something you want and it's something you need, I wasn't built for comfort, I was built for speed. Built for speed. And on that note, I am going to say to you, thank you guys very much for watching. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.